controle aqui pra começar. Beleza. Salve, pessoal. Mais uma live de Kingdom Come Deliverance. Mas então, né? Posição de tirar esse óculos. Sono. Não tô tão bem assim. Tá doendo um pouco minhas pernas. Agora não tenho mais desculpa nada pra não jogar um games que eu gosto muito. Tá. Deu de quest já, eu acho, né? Você pode lutar com eles. Tá. Tá certo. Aqui tem a missão secundária. Não, eu vou da From the Ashes aqui, né? Amber. Vamos lá então. From the Ashes. Eu vou precisar de dinheiro pra caramba, né? Pelo que eu vi na internet ali. Vamos ver. Qualquer coisa eu dou uma roubada dos caras lá, eu dou uma farmadinha já. Eu tô com 42k, não acho que é suficiente. Considerando que eu não gasto muito dinheiro, eu acho que é o suficiente, sim. Mas ele não tá aqui, ele está lá em cima. Exato. Fala. Sir David?
The Lord be praised. What? Can I be of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes.
Why Pribyslavitz, of all places?
Because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmetic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out. See you later.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Tá bom. We trounced our foe. Well and true. Quem lembra do Dragon's Dogma 2? Acho que o 1 também tinha isso. Dark Times, hein? Caralho. Eu realmente joguei Dragon's Dogma 2 inteirinho. Inteirinho não, que faltou um pouco, né? Faltou um final ali mesmo. Referência. Eu tenho que ir pra Pribyslavitz. Então vamos lá. Vamos lá. Pribebslavet.
Yeah.
Deixa eu colocar a minha armadura. Eu acho que agora eu vou... Tinha um baú lá em cima. Eu vim buscar. Opa. Era pra mim ter vindo buscar, mas eu não vim mais. Ah, tem pessoas ali. Pera aí. Uma paradinha. Vim parar atrás, né? Vim parar aqui atrás, né? Será que tem algo aqui? Difícil, né? Acho que não. Opa. Será que eu consigo voltar? É porque a árvore tem hitbox, né, mano? Isso é uma merda. A árvore tem uma hitbox. É foda. Enfim, isso daqui. Vou voltar. Por aqui. Né? Pribebslavet. Pim, 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 pom, pom, pom. Esse pá tem um baú lá, né? Aqui não tem nada. Tinha um baú lá em cima, ó, quando eu lutei. Na área que eu lutei com o cara lá, o careca. Olha, fechado aqui. Eu não tinha voltado aqui ainda não. O corpo dele obviamente não tá mais aqui. E tudo bem, vamos embora.
Cheer me up.
So, it's all clear to me now.
What is? Who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you?
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well, It seems like he's all out of luck, don't it?
He didn't send me to parley. He sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it? There's plenty of us and you're on your own. So I think twice about how you're going to deal with that.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
All right,
No one's
all right.
Robbie.
No need to be hasty, eh?
going?
We'll be on our way then. Quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
He's in a tent. Okay, over there? No, really? Okay, onde? Onde?
Psst. I'm being held captive. Help.
Esgazou.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you. And it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Scalitz.
My name is Marius Bielek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived. And so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
Savage.
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'd be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here. The church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though. We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's?
As árvores crescendo no meio da casa, né? Não sei como que fez isso daí, né? Faz alguns anos, mas parece que faz décadas, né, da maneira que tá destruído.
There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here.
Ah, essa DLC aqui, ela te dá um melhor cavalo, a melhor armadura, tudo melhor, né? Obrigado.
Main approach road and stream. This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
Sim.
Supplies and trade will flow through here.
Yes, yes, yes. Será que tem carruagem? Eu não vi carruagem no jogo ainda. Acho que não, né? Será que não tem? Tem. Tem os materiais necessários pra construir uma carruagem, né? Mas eu acho que ainda não inventaram. A roda. Não, a roda eu acho que já, mas... carruagem ainda não.
I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere. Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
What in God's name is he up to?
There's a well here already. All the better. A big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn.
É. Aqui vai ser o...
That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
Oh, there.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything,
Yes, absolutely.
but building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Oh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
Okay.
My lord, welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir. They didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
Ah, they were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square, in particular more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
But rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
Well, that much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
Eu vou ter que... Eu quero colocar uma grana nisso aí, hein? Se vai retornar o capital, eu quero investir, papai. Vamos ver.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labor. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad. But it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzig and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
Concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honor. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right...
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rattay bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
Ui. Tá bom. Não sabia que eu ia ser o Bailiff, hein? Pô, mas e Rovna? Rovna tá bem mais tranquilo de... Enfim. Acho que não é o...
I have a document for you from Sir Divish. It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
The village you drove those bandits out of?
Very same.
So it's true then? Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
So what have we here? It says I should announce that anyone interested may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me. God be with you.
Come along! Yes, sir. Nossa. Ah, tá.
Fresh bread! Come and get it! Man cannot live by bread alone, but he can't live without it either.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Hear ye, hear ye. It is hereby announced, in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish, that you, the citizens of Ratai, as well as those who have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz to the north of Talmberg Castle, wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings, providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet. All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years. They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams. The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him. It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein, which office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
No! Eita, bagaceca, cicatenga. Um lugar para chamar de lar. Falei com o Marius. Tá, eu vou lá dormir no chão lá na rua, né? Caralho, Bailiff de Privoslavich. Muito foda. Bailiff de Privoslavich. Pega o mano, Henry of Skeleton. Pega. Ninguém pega não, papai. Bom, já que deu, já não vou ficar 5 horas aqui não. Eu vou partir pra lá direto. Já que eu já tô energia 100%, né? Irei partir no meio da madrugada. Que a jornada é longa, meu filho. Vambora. Começou a cortar os matos já. Legal. Olha só. Fala aí, meus bons. Fala aí, meus queridos, tudo bom? Olha só. Olha. Olha, já começaram a derrubar tudo lá. Aí. Igrejinha. Jogo como? Quente. Vamos ver. E aí, meu bom? Fala comigo.
Welcome back.
Well, the bailiff read Sir Divish's decree, and now I'm officially bailiff of Pribyslavitz.
Then allow me to congratulate you.
First, I'll
As it happens, I already sought a few things in your absence. You might have noticed that the first people have come from Ratai.
Yeah, I saw some heading here right away.
So when they arrived, I was able to start clearing building plots with them. After they'd erected some temporary dwellings, that is.
So we're ready to get things started?
As long as you know what you want to build, I can show these new people what to do. We'll be building on the sites we've measured out. You can go and look them over first, if you like.
I'll do that. I'll see what's going to be built where.
Nevertheless, I doubt you'll be able to figure that out just from looking at the sites.
How do I choose what to build where?
I've already given it some thought on your behalf. I even wrote it all down in the accounts ledger. Everything will be recorded there. I'll make a note of every change as we proceed.
Thanks. That'll be a big help. And where can I find this book?
It will always be kept at the Rat House.
Well, there's nothing here, so we'll have to build everything. Ale house, bakery, butchers, rat house. Did I mention ale house?
Eventually. But be warned. To begin with, it's always best to start with facilities that will be producing construction materials for everything else. And since we'll mainly be using timber, it makes sense to set up a woodcutter's camp.
All right. And then what?
That depends. Every building has its use. You'll soon get the grasp of it, and it's all in the ledger.
What about the workers' wages and buying materials for artisans?
The money must be put in the trunk here. The expenditures for wages and materials will be taken from it. So you should keep it topped up to prevent delays. It reminds me, there's the matter of my own pay to be resolved.
Yes, of course.
Sir Divish guaranteed me a fixed income. What's more, this job is an exceptionally big one.
I see. How much are you thinking?
I have a record of payment here somewhere. Here, let's say 1/4 more than that.
I can't afford that much. At least not now, right at the start. But I do need your help. How about this much?
That's a fair offer. It seems we understand each other. I agree.
Good. I'll put your wages in the trunk too. Are you sure it's quite safe?
Quite. Only you and I shall have a key and access to the trunk. Besides, we'll have guards on watch here.
They don't know
That's
this.
reassuring.
That's about all to begin with. If you need any more details, I'll be happy to explain things to you.
Could you explain? What are my duties?
As bailiff, you must see to it that the village grows. You'll have to resolve disputes between citizens and decide what I should have built. The coin for it will... Basically, you'll have to keep the whole... But you can't just do whatever you like.
Which means...
Which means that if the folk here are unhappy, word will soon get to Sir Divish, and he'll put you in your place. So you'd better see to it that there's no thieving, and folk have jobs to do, and their wages are paid.
Of course. I'll keep a close eye on things. How do I build...
First, find out how much it'll cost, and whether the upkeep won't ruin you. Everything is written in the ledger. You can check it all there.
Sure. How do the account...
The most important thing is to know how much profit your buildings generate, and what they cost to operate. That's written on the very first page of the ledger, which will be... Whenever we erect a new building, I record it there. And you'll find all the profit generated by the village in the trunk next to the ledger.
And what if we spend more than we earn?
Then you'll have to put the amount necessary for covering the operating costs into the trunk.
I see. Probably best to have a little... How to operate?
Those are the workers' wages, costs of material and...
And what if I don't...
Then production will grind to a... Watch out for that. Folks soon get grouchy if they're not getting paid. The amount needed each day is recorded in the accounts ledger too. So you should keep enough in the trunk to cover the wages.
And how do I pay the work?
Don't concern yourself about that. I'll take care of it.
So I could put enough money there for, say...
Indeed.
All right. How can I get new people?
Don't worry about that. Folk will gradually turn up of their own. Each building can house a certain number of people. The more space you have for them, the more country folk will come here in search of...
What about trades?
I can find you fairly competent ones. But if you can get really skilled artisans, it will certainly be a boon for the village income. Although it's not all that easy to get skilled people. You could ask around.
I see.
You could try asking the two Sasau armourers for a start. They're always at each other's throats, so maybe one of them could work here. But don't forget to get a forge and armoury workshop set up for him. Otherwise you'll only be wasting his time.
Right. I must give some thought to who else would come in hand. How can I improve...
The process is exactly the same as for building... We need to have enough coin, material... It goes without saying that there's no point in better blacksmith's equipment.
I can't... But why bother with...
Because they make it possible to produce better goods that can be sold at a higher price.
Nothing. I want to build...
Certainly.
I'd rather...
Tô bem perdido, hein?
So?
Let's see. You're still... Church, we're on the right...
All right. Could you explain? How do the account...
The most important thing is to know how... That's written on the very first page. Whenever we erect a new building, and you'll find all the profit generated by...
And what if we spend?
Then you'll have to...
I see. How do operate?
Those are the workers' wages.
And what if I don't?
Then Watch out for that. The amount needed each day is recorded in the accounts, so you should keep enough in the trunk.
And how do I pay the work?
Don't concern yourself about...
So I could put enough money there...
Indeed.
All right. Nothing, actually.
Tem que colocar dinheiro aqui? 4.000? É aqui que eu coloco o dinheiro? É aqui?
I want to... Trade is important, and we'll have a...
It's impossible.
I'd rather not.
Acampamento dos lenhadores, ponte e estrada, tá.
I want to
Acampamento
build...
do lenhador.
We'll need...
It's impossible.
I'd rather not.
Mano, peraí, tá. Peraí. Tá de 2K e acampamento de lenhadores, tá. Estrutura básica 2.500, tá. Eu coloco 2.500 aqui, correto? coloco 2.500 aqui, né? Vou colocar uma grana aqui.
I want to build. We'll need.
Right. That should do it.
Graças a Deus ele tá correndo. Tá, eu tenho mais do que suficiente pra conseguir fazer isso aqui de boa. Tenho bem mais do que suficiente, então eu tô tranquilo. Fora que eu não compro nada, né? Eu roubo tudo. Então, tenho bem mais do que suficiente pra estar tranquilão pro resto da minha vida aqui. Então, eu tô tranquilo. Tenho bem mais do que suficiente. Gross in a day. Vamos lá.
We're gonna build here.
Indeed.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have... All good. We can start...
Eu vou colocar a grana toda lá. Não, eu tenho um pouco medo de deixar a grana toda lá. Ah, vou colocar uma grana, vai. Coloquei 23, cara. Cadê o Marius? O cara tá lá embaixo ainda, né? Eu, Marius. Fora que sem ele não dá pra construir nada, né?
Yeah. Yeah.
O cara não vem, mano.
I want to build.
Certainly.
Not.
Right.
We're gonna build.
Yes.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again. We've got what we need.
Ponte.
I want to build.
Certainly.
Trade is important. We're gonna build here.
Indeed.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again. All good.
I want to build.
Certain.
I'd rather not build.
Agora o quê? Tá, agora eu vou ter que fazer um negócio aqui no outro mapa aí. Pra fazer acontecer a situação, né, papai? Então, o mais barato é essa mops.
As you wish.
I'm glad to see.
Have you got any grain to...
You want it for your...
No, it's not for me. It's for the villagers in Pribyslavitz.
And what have you got to do with that?
Sir Divish put me in charge.
He put you in charge of hauling grain.
No, he, oh, look, it doesn't matter. Can we buy from you?
It's all the same to me.
Well, I'll need fodder for horses, at least 10 strong animals, and wheat for the baker. He'll have to bake for the whole village.
My word. You must be a trustworthy wagoner if his lordship trusts you with a deal like that.
Yeah, that's me.
How are you going to haul it from here?
I've arranged it with a merchant who does just this kind of work.
I don't mind sending you part of our crop, but it'll cost something.
Well, that's a reasonable price.
We'll shake on it then. Good luck then.
Tá, carvão dos amigos. Pedra, vamos fazer pedra. Não, peraí. Onde é que eu tô? Eu tô perto de Hamburgo. Vamos pra Hamburgo aqui. Então, eu vou dormir lá. Tá certo? Daí eu vou pegar as pedras. Né? Vem chegando, vambora. On fire.
Flying for Christ's sake! There's people walking here.
Agora, get it! Vamos ver. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tá. Build a bakery and drying shed. Então, pegar a pedra aqui de tambor. Get supply. Taking down. Não, 3k, né? 3k, né? Stones aqui. Carvão, se eu quiser. Porque eu vou precisar de carvão pra algumas coisas. Mas eu vou pegar de qualquer maneira e no precinho da hora. Mais do que suficiente. Rupert.
God's...
I'm here at the behest of Sir Divish. I'm looking for the...
Aye, that's...
Sir Divish has decided to rebuild Pribyslavitz, and he's entrusted me to take...
Aha, so it's you.
Well, we've started with the reconstruction work, but we need more...
You need stone.
Exactly. And for repairing the...
Well now, you're really not doing things by halves, are you? The thing is, though, we're already working flat out. I can't cut back on their supplies.
But I really need that stone.
Well, I suppose I could try and hire a few more quarrymen. But we can't transport it. Even Sasau sends their own wagon.
I've got my own merchant. He'll take care of it.
Splendid. So let's talk about the price.
The stone is for Sir Divish. It's for a village he wants to rebuild as quickly as possible. I doubt he'd take it well that the overseer of his own quarry is overcharging him for it.
Well, you have a point. I'll take that into account in the price.
That's better.
Excellent. We'll start sending the stone as... See you later.
Era de Townburg. Deu certo. Tá. Agora. Estamos com quanto? Não sei. Vamos vir nos E. Amigo carvoeiro. E. É. Aqui. Amigos carvoeiros do Ruivo. Tô com fome? Eu já não comi?
It's vanilla gaming. Let's have a look on the resources to supply for your village in Pribyslavitz. You need charcoal for your forge, which is a very important building and also delivers a high income. There are 4 areas where you can get charcoal from the burners. The best one is close to Pribyslavitz and Talmberg. It's the Ginger's camp, where you helped to save Ginger. If you passed already this quest and saved Ginger, then this one is the cheapest one.
I'd like to buy charcoal from you.
Of course, Henry, anything for you.
It might be more than you think.
Vamos lá. Pegar o Ginger aí. Vamos pegar o Ginger, calma lá. Né? Vamos pegar o carvão do Ginger. Ele que a gente salvou ele, né? Então. The cheapest, né? Mais barato.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eu salvei já o Ginger, né? Esse tipo de quest é da hora. Eu gostei dessa eu gostei dessa coisa aqui, mano. Você é louco. Gostei pra caralho dele. Tô gostando já. É mais da hora que as outras já. Porque aquelas outras lá é tudo mais ou menos. Essa daqui eu gostei pra caralho. Vamos lá. Tô gostando já. Tô gostando. Fala, Ginger.
Yeah.
God's blessing. Take care.
Cadê o Ginger? Esse aqui é o Ginger? Não, esse aqui é o Bram. Eu vou falar direto com o Ginger.
I'd like to buy...
Of course, Henry, anything for you.
It might be more than you think.
How much charcoal could you...
5 bags. On a regular basis.
Haven't you noticed winter is over?
doesn't.
I never. Congratulations.
It's not a bed of roses, but thanks.
All right, but we can't let you have that amount for nothing, even if you did help us with ginger.
Don't worry, I wouldn't expect that.
How are you going to haul the charcoal?
I've got a merchant of my own. He'll come here. You just have to load it.
As you wish. About the
It's a very important building and also delivers a high income. There are 4 areas where you can get charcoal from the burners. The best one is close to Privislavitz and Talberg. It's the Ginger's camp, where you help to save Ginger. If you passed already this quest and saved Ginger, then this one is the cheapest one.
I'd like to buy charcoal from you.
Of course, Henry, anything for you.
It might be more than you think.
About the price?
With 180 gold as a continued cost for your village. The other 3 options will cost you 220. Thanks for watching. If you got the
Deal.
All right, we'll send the first load as soon as your wagon gets here. Good luck, then.
Vanilla Gaming. Let's have a look on the resources to supply for your village in Privislavitz. You can get livestock from 3 different locations. The cheapest one for you will be the butcher in Ledechko.
I'd like to buy some livestock. Could you arrange that?
What? For the whole village?
Who wants only 30 gold as a continued cost. But he mentions that it's not a high quality meat.
I'll sell you older beasts, ones that ain't so fat and the like. Or ones no one wants to buy, because they don't like the look of them.
I checked this. There is no difference. There's no negative penalty to your satisfaction of the villagers or the happiness of the villagers, and also all of the benefits trigger. If you don't want to go for this risk as you don't know what is coming up in the upgrades in future, the next one would be Sazao, who wants only 50 gold as a continued cost. I recommend to go for livestock as soon as possible, at least if you build the woodcutter, as livestock will unlock.
Eu já ajudei ele, né, com uma paradinha.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I hope
I'm trying to get livestock. Could you help me out?
Certainly. How are the folk there?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Glad to hear it. Jonah, you know...
Sorry, can't say I did.
Handy fella. Always making...
Sorry, I really don't know.
Ah, well, you sure don't have it easy. I was thinking about it myself. But my place is it. What...
I want you to...
Right. And who's gonna take...
I've got a merchant to take.
Good. So, here's my... I know it's a bit on the dear side, but you'll get lean, tender meat from them. Fit...
That's a good price. I'll buy it.
You can count on... If you run into Jonah...
I will.
Good luck, then.
Tá. Agora eu volto para Privislavitz.
Yeah. feel quite hungry.
Hey! Who are you? What? Mother of God!
I want to build...
Certain.
No, we don't have a tavern.
Let's go to the site.
Acabou o dinheiro. Vou ver quanto é que já girou aqui. Girou nada ainda, papai.
We're going to build here?
Indeed.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check. We've got what we...
I want to... We mustn't wait...
We can't build in the dark. You can't hammer... I applaud your fervor.
I suppose...
In your dreams.
Ai, dói no bolso, né? Nossa senhora. Dói demais. Então o cara me... Não, caralho, que foda, hein? O cara me convidou pra fazer um bagulho pra ele. E daí eu que tô pagando tudo, tá ligado? Caralho, mano, puta convite. Na próxima vez eu não aceito, não, mano. Próxima vez eu deixo pra próxima.
I want to...
Certainly.
The tavern could have its own brewery. Then we'll have fresh...
Let's go to the site.
We're going to build...
Yes.
I'm ready.
I'll...
Tá. Quanto é que sobrou aqui? Vou colocar todo o meu dinheiro agora. Mas agora eu acho que eu começo a vender as paradas, né? Tá. Antes de eu continuar, eu acho que agora eu vou recrutar algumas pessoas.
Yeah.
Tem um... Deixa eu ver aqui.
Yeah.
God be with.
Good people, come up
Good
the
luck,
coast
then.
and have a smell. Fresh bread.
A vez que eu vi ele tava nesse banco. Cadê esse desgraçado, hein? Loucuras.
Look here, Kunesh. I can't watch you wasting away.
Working for you?
In Pribyslavitz. We rebuild...
Oh, I could cut wood.
I offer you...
Oh, don't start on me again, for the love of God. I've had enough of getting my arse.
Sigismund took everything I had. Godless beast. Have some compassion. Good help. Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gods. Would you like to go to Pribis?
I'll do it.
All right, so you can...
I've got one.
I have a feeling there's something you're not...
Oh, all right. It's true. Damn it all. It could be any fellow who got her in the family way. Well, to cut along...
My word.
Take care.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Por aqui em New Horse não tem nada, né? Bom, e aqui eu não consigo dormir. Vai estar um burger ali, né? Mais próximo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope...
So,
Happy?
what's the matter? I chose...
She certainly knows how to cook.
Stories?
More like sermons, actually. All about the Eve. No doubt, Father Friend.
Well, the main thing...
True. Her trout braised in... And she can manage all the housework.
So?
Well, I asked...
Exactly. I did what you asked.
Do you really...
No, it doesn't matter.
Farewell.
I need an experienced merchant to help me with...
Hold on.
Well...
You want me to give up the position I've... No, no. You should... Take care now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, wouldn't you like to move to Pribyslavitz? I need someone there who's able to read and write and do sums. If you can do that, you make a good merchant to handle building materials.
That's nearly the same job I had at the Scalitz mines, and they were the most profitable.
Yeah.
Bald fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Go. Go away. Leave me alone.
God's sake. See you later.
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit.
Good luck then.
Fuck is Cornelius?
Materials.
That's nearly the same job I had at the Scalitz mines, and they were the most profitable mines for miles around.
We don't have any mines, but I can put you in charge of a shop. Only, well, we have to build it first.
Then you've come to me a bit early, ain't you? Come back when you've got a place for me.
Good luck then.
Tá. Tem que achar o careca.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Henry, I'm glad. How are you?
Adam,
what?
I've got a tavern in Pribislavis. Sir Divish put me in charge of building new homes.
Well, Henry, I've always wanted to save a bit of coin and open my own tavern. To continue.
I know.
Thank you. And you can count. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Careca, meu irmão.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Watch what you're doing. Fred! Apple! Cucumber!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Caramba. Porra. Porra, ele está demorando pra aparecer pra mim, mano. Cadê esse cara, velho? Puta que pariu, bicho. Eu não acho esse cara nunca. Porra. Ele pode estar aqui.
My humble farewell.
E aí? Ele tá aqui. Não. Onde é que você tá? Espera só. Cedo ainda, né? Cedo ainda, eu tô com bastante energia. O que eu vou fazer? Eu vou... Vou contratar mais um cara aí.
Yeah. What's that? Mother of God.
God be with...
Look here. A pretty young girl like you is wasted in a mill. I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz that's...
Well, it'd be nice to work somewhere where there's folk to... I'd be glad to be your tavern maid. It's just about serving ale.
Don't worry. If any drunk slaps your behind, as bailiff, I'll give you the right to pour his ale down his braze.
All right.
God be with you.
What the? Alright, consegui. Agora só falta esse corno, desgraçado. Tenho certeza que eu não fiz nada com ele, mas ele não aparece, esse botranca.
Yeah. Ah! Watch where you're going, you louse. Yeah.
All right, here you are.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
God be with you.
Tá, então eu vou dormir e vou tentar ver se ele tá por ali. Dormir não, eu irei esperar.
Good day, Henry.
A dupla aí, pedra picareta. Vamos esperar.
Yeah. Henry, I'm glad you came.
God grant
How's your husband?
his suffering is over.
I'm terribly sorry.
I suppose it wasn't God's will. Take care. God be with you, Henry.
O que aconteceu com o Cornelius, mano? Sumiu ele. Será que ele tá carregando bosta, mano? Não sei. Tá bom. Vou dormir. Né? Caralho. Bomba. Que merda. Ai, zero dinheiro. Zero dinheiro, sei louco. Pô, não caiu um tostãozinho, mano. Não é possível. Pera aí.
I want folk like
Caralho, bicho, que merda, mano. Tá indo todo o meu dinheiro pro cacete, eu não tô vendo nada, né? Não tô vendo um tostão, cara. Não tem um tostão lá. Vai onde esse dinheiro todo, meu filho? É pra cair no baú atrás, no baú da frente? É pra cair aonde esse dinheiro? Tá que pariu, velho.
we're gonna build here.
Que pariu, velho.
I want to build some.
Certainly.
I'd rather. There's work to be done.
I feel quite hungry.
All right. Come with me.
Ah, tá indo todo o meu dinheiro, mano.
We're gonna build here?
Yes.
I'm ready.
I'll just... We've...
Mas daí volta quanto? Volta como esse dinheiro? Volta por onde?
So?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village prosper. You'll need to get the tradesmen working better and creating space for more people. I see the church is keeping the rain out at least. We're on the right track.
All right. So?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income. You'll need to get the tradesmen working better and creating space. I see the...
All right. Could you explain something to me? Nothing. Could you explain something to me? Nothing.
Tá. Tá, tá se pagando, pelo que eu tô vendo aqui tá se pagando.
Are you calling me a slut? How dare you? And you call yourself a fucking bailiff?
Hello everyone, welcome back. Last time we saw Henry... Word has spread that the bailiff is back. And people are queuing up to get the grievances heard after his absence. Henry puts on his best and prettiest clothing and gets to judging.
What's the matter here? This bitch here tried to